Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Aisyah Dwi Wilanti Aldini. I'm a student from English Education Department, Class B of Tarbiyah and Teacher Training Faculty of Al-Udin State Islamic University of Makassar. My student ID number 20400122047. Okay, in this video I would like to explain a little bit about the discourse analysis and English language teaching. Teaching is deliberate endeavor that centers on grasping what students require, delivering instruction in a meaningful way, and checking what they have learned. Smith 2016 highlights that it also demands paying attention to students' personal histories and feelings, underscoring the significance of preparing lessons beforehand. The act of teaching itself involves using engaging methods to keep students involved, while the pace after teaching concentrates on judging how well they have progressed. When it comes to teaching English, this means leading students through a carefully thought, adaptable, and thoughtful journey to build their skills in the language. These definitions commonly view teaching as an active process that goes beyond simply giving information. Instead, it involves intentionally guiding and instructing students to build specific skills. Essentially, teaching is both mental and interpersonal activity, encompassing not just content delivery but also how teachers help students understand and use that knowledge. Consequently, teaching can be seen as a dynamic and purposeful process where educators foster significant learning by meeting students' needs, establishing stimulating settings, and promoting critical thinking and real-world application. Looking into a classroom, it's clear that good teaching is not something that just happens. It's a carefully planned series of steps. Drawing from the work of experts like Brown, Richard, Tomlinson, and Yassi and Kaharuddin, teachers start by figuring out what their students need so that what they learn is actually useful. Next, they decide exactly what students should be able to do or know by the end of the lesson. Following this, they arrange the lesson's content in a way that makes sense and create a detailed plan. All of this show that teaching is a deliberate, student-focused process designed to make learning as effective and relevant as possible. English language teaching or ELT describes the organized process of instructing individuals who are learning English as a second or foreign language. Building on Hirsch's 1975 concept, a teacher's understanding of what teaching entails significantly influences their classroom behavior. Consequently, defining ELT necessitates considering both theoretical frameworks and practical applications. By integrating standard definition with real-world classroom observation, ELT can be understood as a professional endeavor focused on facilitating language acquisition through instruction tailored to learners' needs, active participation, and ongoing evaluation. This definition acknowledges ELT as a dynamic social and educational undertaking that adapts to the specific situation and objectives of its learners. Teaching methods refer to the overarching frameworks or systematic ways educators organize their instruction. In contrast, techniques are the specific activities or tools employed within those broader methods. Smith 2016 categorized teaching methods into teacher-centered, active, and student-centered approach, which fundamentally influence how lessons begin, unfold, and end. Techniques like group discussion or practice exercise serve to bolster the chosen method and enhance the effectiveness of teaching. Teachers choose their methods and techniques by considering various elements, including their desired learning outcomes, the length of the class, the individual needs of their students, and their preferred way of learning. For example, a student-centered method might incorporate techniques that encourage teamwork and analytical thinking. Essentially, teaching methods provide the overall direction for instruction, while techniques offer the practical means to carry out the direction. Drawing from my observations, English instruction in Indonesia often places a greater emphasis on grammatical correctness rather than the ability to speak fluently. Educators frequently prioritize grammar practice and written assignment, with limited opportunities for practical communication. This approach, as Mid-Ip 2010 suggests, leads to a gap between linguistic knowledge and its practical application. Consequently, students might excel in assessments, yet find it challenging to communicate spontaneously or grasp the real-world implication of English in a conversation. These patterns underscores the necessity of moving away from a focus on grammatical structure towards more communicative and contextually relevant teaching methods that equip students for genuine language use. Indeed, English language teaching or ELT and discourse analysis are intrinsically linked. Discourse analysis examines how language is used in authentic social situations, whereas ELT strives to enable learners to use English actively. Given that the primary objective of language learning is communication, a grasp of discourse assists both educators and students in understanding language function beyond grammatical rules, encompassing context, purpose, and cultural significance. Instructing English without taking into account its real-world application will hinder learners' ability to communicate proficiently. Consequently, integrating discourse analysis into ELT serves to connect linguistic structure with its social role, thereby making language instruction more relevant and applicable. I think it's enough for me. I'm sorry if in this video I have many mistakes. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.